Hey guys, Nate Bianco here, and talking about Dani Johnson's script book in this video. Be a short video, but just wanted to cover something that I thought was real important. Now, just to give you a quick background to this first video you've seen of myself. I am legally blind, and I have been working from home, earning a full-time income since 2003. If you notice a lot of my videos, I just have ratty t-shirt. Haven't shaved in about a week and a half, and you know why? Because I don't care. Real quick story, I guess, on that is, I used to work a full-time job about 10 plus years ago, and I hated shaving. Just can't stand shaving. It's just a waste of time to do it every day, or even every other day, or whatever. And so I'd let it grow, and it was actually in our handbook at the job that I was at where you couldn't have facial hair unless you were growing a beard or a mustache or a goatee or whatever. So my manager was always like, when are you going to shave your face? And I'd always be like, well, I'm growing a beard. Oh, okay. And then, 3-4 days later, I'd shave it off and be like, I thought you were growing a beard. And I said, well, I changed my mind. And I did that like every other week for, 6 years because I hated shaving. So I don't know what my point is there. It sucks to have a job. It's so great to be free and have the freedom, the time freedom, and not have a boss and all of that crap. And I'm sure you're here for that very same reason. So that's why I wanted to cut this video. Maybe I could shed some light on prospecting and just help you make a decision here. So I actually bought this. Hope I'm holding it up right. Like I said, I'm legally blind, so the Dani Johnson Script Book, if you could see that, Dani Johnson Script Book. I actually bought this years and years ago, and because I was looking for improvement, on prospecting, on how to talk to leads and how to close more sales, and basically just, how to build my business bigger. So I was searching, and this isn't the only script book that I own. I probably have about 7 or 8 other ones from other leaders in the industry. And here's the deal, guys. Here's what I learned about myself, more than, just Dani Johnson. She's awesome, okay? Awesome trainer, awesome inspirational coach, great script book if that's your deal, if you're good at what I like to call telemarketing, then by all means, check it out. Maybe purchase it. Maybe you already have purchased it and you're just looking for, answers as to how to get more, use out of it. I don't know. But here's what I found. I hated scripts. Couldn't read scripts because of my eye condition, my challenges that I have, so I had to literally memorize them. And they just didn't sound natural, when I read or tried to use scripts. And I tried all of them. I kept purchasing different script books thinking, okay, this has got to be the one. This person's telling me that, this is the way to close more people into my business. This is the way that you have to do it. These are the words that you need to say, and you need to make them your own, and just blah blah. It's like every book that I tried and script that I tried, I'd get on the phone and I'd sound like an idiot and trying to regurgitate someone else's words and trying to use someone else's emotion to make it my own. Just didn't work for me. So here's what I realized very quickly. Number one, for me, and this is just for me, like I said, some people like telemarketing, they like reading scripts, and that works for them, but for me, I think they suck. I think they're just, they're scripts that other people use themselves. It's their words, it's their emotion that makes it work. So, and again, this is nothing against, Dani Johnson. Again, I think she's awesome. I don't know her personally, but she's made millions of dollars in this industry, so she obviously is doing something right. She knows what she's doing for her. But that doesn't always mean that works 100% of the time for everyone. It didn't work for me. But I'm highly successful in network marketing, so what does that tell you? That there isn't a end-all, be-all script for everyone that's going to work 100% of the time. Now, what I may have to share with you may shock you a little bit, may surprise you. I don't use scripts. In fact, I don't even call leads. I don't pick up the phone and call my leads. In fact, most of the opt-in forms that you'll see where you can put in your email address and get more information on what I do and how I do it, I don't even ask for a phone number because I'm not going to call them anyway. Because I just don't enjoy doing that. I didn't from the very beginning. Now, just to back up a little bit, if you're broke, if you have no money and you're quote unquote desperate, I guess like I was, and I was, very desperate. I was, earning less than $1,000 a month on disability, and the business that I got into cost almost $400, so nearly half my income for the month. So I had to make it work. So I picked up the phone and I did call leads, which is why I was purchasing script books and things like that to try and get better. But so I did that to kind of speed up the process. And I'm not saying don't do that. I'm not saying don't call your leads. If that's something that you need to do to really get more bang for your buck, if you will, because let's face it, this business is a relationship business, and you are going to get better results if you connect with people. But here's what I'm saying to you. If you're like me and you don't like scripts, they don't feel natural, and then even further than that, you find that you just hate talking to leads, just talking to people day after day, hours and hours of rejection, and people giving you excuses as to why this won't work and why it won't work for them and how they don't have the money. It's just frustrating, and for me it was just mentally draining. It just ate at my mindset that this was a business that I could do. So here's what I learned how to do. I learned how to market on the internet using a system that not necessarily generated leads, but I was generating the leads and then putting them through a system that did the prospecting for me, a sales funnel, if you will, to where people will go through a process and they maybe read content or watch a video like you're watching now, and they get to know you through a process that doesn't involve you. Okay, very key. It doesn't involve you. So I'm making this video right now. It's going to take me 8, 10, 15 minutes. Sometimes I get long. I always say that there's going to be a short video when I start, and they end up being longer than I want. But anyway, it's when you remove yourself from the process and allow the internet and a system to do the prospecting for you, you'll never have to call another lead. You'll never have to worry about rejection or people giving you excuses or anything like that. The system does all of the prospecting and sorting for you, and then you simply can talk to or work with, because in some cases you have people that actually buy your product, get into your business without you ever even talking to them. And that happens to me all the time. In fact, I had 3 sales today in this sales funnel that I'm involved in. Never talked to any of them. In fact, never even had them send me an email. I mean, sometimes people email me questions. Of course, I answer, and I'm here to support people and to help people. But I'm not here to babysit. I'm not here to talk people into anything. I'm not into convincing, because let's face it, that crap it sucks. It's just energy sucking, if you will. So down below this video, there's a link to an article that I wrote where maybe you're watching this video on my blog, maybe you're watching it on YouTube. If you're on my blog, then there's a link down below this video over to the funnel that I use. The system is probably a better word for it. Number one, it'll help you generate leads online. If you're buying leads and you're calling them using script books and things like that, and that's not working for you, then maybe you're like me. Maybe that stuff just isn't for you. It doesn't feel natural, and you would rather do it a better, more efficient way, to where, number one, you could generate more leads that are actually seeking you out, which is the best kind of lead to generate online. I mean, when you purchase leads, someone else generated that lead, maybe it was a company or someone, and they generated it in a way that was for them to generate the most leads possible, because they're in the business of selling leads, okay? You have to understand that. A lead company is in the business of making a profit. So they don't care, necessarily how quality the lead is. All they want is a name, phone number, email address, whatever, so they could sell that lead, and most companies sell them over and over and over again. So the best lead that you can generate is a lead that finds you on the internet through your content that you create. This system will teach you how to do that, so don't worry about it. It's not hard. If a legally blind guy can do it, imagine what you can do, right? I mean, I have to use screen readers, and it takes me you know, maybe 10 minutes to read an email that a normal person would take, 30 seconds. So, just letting you know, I'm legally blind and I'm doing it, so don't make excuses, just do it. So, getting back to my point, if you want to get rid of the script books, get rid of prospecting, don't have to worry about calling leads and things like that, take a look down below this video, whether you're on YouTube or on my blog. There's a link for you to take a tour and watch this video presentation. And I'm telling you, it's eye-opening. Again, just kind of think outside the box a little bit, because what I hope that this video and this message will do for you is fast track your learning curve. So, I was there where you're at maybe now, looking at Dani Johnson Script Book. Possibly you purchased other script books like I have, and you're learning maybe that they don't work for you, or you're brand spanking new and this is going to be the first script book you ever purchased, but going into it you just know deep down that picking up the phone and calling leads just doesn't feel natural. You're maybe scared to do it, and man, I tell you, it kind of sucks, because to go from point A to point B, sometimes you have to go through some of the trials and tribulations, if you will. And picking up the phone and calling some deadbeat tire kicker leads is actually a good way to get over your fear of prospecting. And when you do start to get sales on autopilot like I do, people just joining your business without you even being there, on the phone or in front of your computer is awesome. But you're going to have some phone skills. You're going to have to be able to pick up the phone and call your members, support your team, train and things like that. So it's sometimes good to go through a little bit of that. But if you don't want to make that your model, if you want to fast track, if you want to learn how to generate your own leads that come to you, and when they pick up the phone and call you, they feel like they know who you are. They feel like sometimes that you're their best friend, because they've read your content, they've seen your videos, and they just have a relationship with you already. So the prospecting has been done for you, by a sales funnel. Again, like this video, it's going to take me 10-15 minutes or so to make this video, and from now until the end of the internet or forever, whatever that may be, this video is going to be out there generating leads for me, getting people into my sales funnel and closing those leads into sales, bottom line. So if you want to learn how to do that on autopilot right now, click the link below and opt in and check out this sales funnel. I guarantee this is an out-of-the-box type of thinking if you're brand new to prospecting. And if you've been around for a while and you've seen these things before, maybe it's time to take a second look. And by the way, if you think it's cool that I don't shave but once every week or two, and I wear sunglasses in my video, click the like button for me on the video. Show me some love. We will talk to you soon. Take care.